everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today I want to talk about a couple of things here. The first one is the articles that came out today claiming that Meghan Markle was crushed and hurt after receiving backlash over Netflix series. Now, my first thought is, well, this is the usual routine, right? Harry and Meghan do or say something, make something that's offensive to people, stirs them up, gets people emotionally riled up. Harry and Meghan are CIA, agents here, provocateurs. And then after they stir everybody up with their accusations of racism against the royal family or whatnot, now with her cooking show where she acted like an idiot, now they act like, oh, I'm so hurt. Oh, your hateful words. Oh, we need censorship, So you can see them doing this again and again, again, and again. So here's the latest version of it. And then after this, another big article that came up. We're still waiting for Harry's visa, by the way. But we had this come out, which was some good news, was that Ashley Biden was outed and was reported to the IRS over the $250,000 donation from Harry and Meghan to her in, I believe, 2023. So Harry and Meghan are trying to suck up to Biden by donating our tax dollars, no doubt. So Biden gives Harry and Meghan millions in grants, and they pass it on to Ashley Biden, who neglected to report it in her IRS filing, in her tax forms. And that was a problem because Archwell reported it on their tax forms. So this is why it helps that people are paying attention to their tax forms, right? Yeah, so great work by TRG on this as well as others, but this is just great news. And yeah. So another thing that interested me about this, though, is that basically Ashley Biden's getting outed because of Harry and Meghan. I mean, we wouldn't have known if Harry and Meghan had said, oh, yeah, we donated money to Ashley Biden. And then everyone's like, oh, where's Ashley Biden's tax return? Oh, she didn't report it. So Ashley Biden only made $170,000. She only reported $170,000, I should say, total revenue in 2023. Which means that the donation that Harry and Meghan made of $250,000 far eclipsed her yearly revenue, Ashley Biden's yearly revenue. So that's a huge donation. So it's not like Ashley Biden can say, oh, it was such a small amount, I just forgot to add it in there. No, it was bigger than what she declared. She declared that she only made $170,000, so she says. Only, right? I wish. But this donation of $250,000, yeah, it's not like she could just forget. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Not going to work. Not likely. Not going to be convincing in a court of law. That's all I got to say. She's got to give a deposition now. And another thing that interested me, besides that, was that the money was related to Prince Harry's mental health crap. The scam they're pushing as mental health. Said it was supposed to be for, where is it down here? It's that stupid therapy that Harry was doing with crossing his arms and tapping his shoulders. Yeah. So here it is. Ashley Biden's women's wellness space offers resources and guided meditation and therapy, including eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, or EMDR, which Prince Harry has done and Ashley herself turned to after her brother died. So yeah, so they're pushing the same therapy techniques, which by the looks of Harry and everyone else, I don't think it works. And it looks like it's associated with the CIA, so I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Harry also pushes the hallucinogenics, right? The ayahuasca, also the CIA pushes, the LSD they used to push. It's all very much the same old story that's been going on for a long time. This criminal organization that's trying to destroy America, bring in Marxist communism. It all ties together. So Anyways, it looks like Ashley Biden's in trouble now, thanks to Harry and Meghan and their donation for pushing again the CIA therapy, it seems, what I call it, allegedly. It looks like to me. But of course, it's all just shady and evil stuff. So I want to see what's going to go on with that too. All right. So first, I want to know, is Meghan Markle really crushed? Is she really upset, or is she thinking, "Yep, exactly what I meant to do: instigate these Nazi pigs," as that guy said in the video that I posted earlier? Oh, his theory is that the reason Meghan can just keep going and going with all the hatred she gets, well deserved, I might add, is because she hates you, which I think is quite evident with the way she treated that woman there, Mindy, whatever her name is. I don't know these celebrities. I don't follow them in Hollywood. They're all experienced. They're all Satanists. Anyway, so is Meghan really crushed? Or is this just part of the plan to bring in the censorship, as always? Let's find out. How's Meghan really feeling about all the criticisms? I mean, she's getting a lot more criticisms now this time. She has a lot of people watch Netflix. I stopped watching it a long time ago. So their polo show was pretty bad, but even their polo show didn't get that much heat. But this show is so bad. I mean, really. If Meghan had had some good recipes, maybe it wouldn't have been bashed so badly. But apparently, she didn't even have any decent recipes, and she didn't explain anything. And the whole thing was just her being a bitch in the kitchen. It's basically bitch in the kitchen is what they should have just called it. You know, own up to it, Meghan. I mean, be what you are. Stop trying to whatever. But again, the whole thing's a psyop, anyways, from beginning to end. I'm so sick of them mentioning that TIG. It's like no one ever heard of the TIG. The TIG was not famous ever. Okay, no one ever heard of it. By the way, P.S. Everybody's has had a blog. Millions of people have blogs. Meghan was nothing special having a blog. Nothing special at all. The CIA can go back and recreate anything and make it look like she had some blog or whatever, interviewing this one or that. But all our Satanist friends doesn't mean squat. Her blog was nothing to nobody. No one ever read it. No one saw it. Didn't matter. Anyways, there you go. And the same with her best-selling bench book that she's called the New York Times bestseller, only because she bought 30,000 copies or whatever. Anyhow, I digress. Everything is fake and phony with these people. So let's see. Is she really crushed? Is she narc injured? Only gotta get her more furious, right? Let's find out. Let's see. What you gotta do about it? Of course, she blames Harry, I heard. Apparently, she always blames Harry for everything. The royal family, of course. And that's the story, anyways, they're going with. Let's see. Meghan Markle, is she really crushed or what? Find out. Meghan Markle, is she really crushed? Let's see what the cards show. All right, first card out. Oh, Queen of Cups. So she was trying to be the homemaker here, right? She's trying to come across as nicey. I love being in the kitchen and cooking and making my sauces. I'm such the housewife. Just like Princess Diana would have been. She's trying to be a cross between Princess Diana and Catherine, right? But she was trying to look like the good cook, the good homemaker. And next, ooh, King of Swords, man here. So she is working. I could see that as the CIA or some other very clever man helping her out here, like as a PR person or whatever, whoever her handler is. Maybe it could be her handler. So I'm not seeing her upset in this. I'm seeing that she is talking to or getting consultation with a particular man, intelligent man who she is. Maybe it's the guy she goes to get her readings with Diana. I don't know. Uh, maybe she's trying to get help from Diana from the other side. Allegedly, Meghan thinks she talks to Diana. But it does look like she isn't trying to strategize here with someone. I would think most likely her ICIA handler, trying to figure out what does she do now with this situation. Bottom of the deck, magician. She's trying to recreate herself, trying to create a whole new persona here, whole new chapter, a whole new narrative to spin, a whole fake PR narrative that she's trying to push out there. And they are literally using, um, their spell work and whatnot behind it as well. But he's trying to force it on everyone. This is the real me. Meghan Sussex. Even the rebranding of the name is kind of using a kind of spell work, right? Because the name is so important in spell work, right? So, or any in spirituality in general, right? When you deal with exorcisms, the priest always asks the demon, "What's your name?" And getting the name it allows them to expel them. So Meghan changing the name is like she's really trying to change her trajectory here and doing new spell work with it, I guess. Trying to become like a new persona, a new person. So she's working on that. She's still working on that, working with this guy with that. The bottom of it all, Hierophant. I get a religious vibe here. I do get that. Again, I with this, I do get the idea of her trying to use her spirituality and try to get people to really believe her. No, this really is her. It really is. She loves making jams. She's always been like this. So there's definitely a trying to sway people's beliefs and attitudes underneath it all. And of course, trying to be seen as some kind of moral authority, or someone who's Christian, possibly trying to pass herself off as a good Christian to influence Christians as well. You could look at it as she's trying to be seen as a moral, upstanding person, even though we all know she's not. But with this cooking show, I think she is attempting to appear that I'm just a regular mom like you. I'm a good person too. So what's affecting her the most from the past? Ooh, yeah. So the past is Nine of Swords. And of course, in the past, she was a whiny, conniving, poor me. I'm such a victim. I mean, she's still doing that. But I was much more so in the past where she claimed that she was, so trolled. She was the most trolled person in the world in 2021, don't you know, or 2020, or so she claimed, but that was a lie. She wasn't. However, if she keeps going with the shows, like here we are, like she hit the road with the show, putting out Instagram stuff in January 1st, 2026, right? And then now she's done the Netflix show, and next she's doing a new podcast. So if she continues on and on, by the end of this year, she may very well, if she continues with this trajectory of continually coming out with horrific, stuff and shoving it down people's throats, Netflix, and putting her ads up in Times Square, just being really obnoxious about it, over publicizing it. She may at the end of this year be the most hated, trolled person and complained about on social media. It's a possibility for sure. Maybe that's what she's working towards. Have a claim to fame, but also, again, use it for her political aims, or tyrannical aims, I should say, with a hate bill. So, okay. Now, what's she expecting to happen? Page of Cups. New information, something new, the children. So I think she does expect to, again, continue using her children as she's already begun doing with her videos and Instagram posts and whatnot. I think she's going to probably do more, bringing them out And then again, if anybody criticizes her again when she's got children on there, dares to say anything about the children, of course, people already have remarked that Archie said in a video when she said, "Do you want to use the hose?" There, where she was hosing, watering down the garden, and Archie said, "Only if you want me to, or if you want me to." People pointed out that was a sign that he was being abused by a narcissist, control freak, because the child would never say, "Only if you want me to." The child would be like, "Yes, yes, yes," you know. So already we're seeing they're seeing people are seeing signs that the children are abused, but so that might be more of a reason that Meghan will use her experience online with the children to try to get censorship. I do see her expecting to bring out more children out here, and of course more um, frivolous, lying information. I kind of see this as like communications that are imaginary of the imagination. Of course, everything Meghan says is from her imagination. She's caught lying about everything. You know, that famous video, well, not famous, but, you know, that prominent video that came out exposing Meghan's different stories about her jobs as a teenager, her first job. You know, the story changes with every interview she gives. So anyways, so I just see more lies, basically, that she's going to tell as well. No surprise there. Imaginary thinking there. So what's she afraid of or not want? I get 10 of wands. Yeah, the one thing she doesn't want is have to do a lot of work. That's for sure. She's definitely not someone who wants to work for a living. She's never held a real job. You know, acting is not a job. It's just being a liar on stage. Okay, I know actors gonna come attack me now. But with Meghan did one small show and that was it. You know, and she was like the seventh, whatever the call list, number 7 or 8. Like she wasn't a major player on the show. And ever since then, she's basically done nothing except whine and bitch and moan about having to becoming a world famous through the royal family. So, and as of right now, now that she's married into the royal family and become wealthy, or at least much wealthier than she was, she certainly doesn't want to do any real work here, you know. So that's what she does not want. So what is she hoping for? Death reverse. Harping on perhaps bringing out was this Diana's death again with another catastrophic car chase, perhaps, or something of that nature. You should do a seance with talking to Diana on a seance or something. That might interest people. Do I get bashed so much? Or something talking to the dead, or um, yeah, maybe she's gonna off Harry. She definitely wants us dead. We know that. Yeah, she is the queen of death. I would call Meghan. Meghan is the queen of death for sure. Yeah, it looks like the little skeleton there is cooking something in a pot in front of him. That looks like Meghan, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe she just wants to kill everybody. That's for sure. She does want that. Literally or figuratively, you could look at it as, you know, because censorship and deplatforming people is basically killing someone online, right? It's basically killing their account and taking them out. She definitely wants to do that. She loves doing that, and she has been doing that. How's Harry been influencing her with all this? Oh yeah, Harry's just like, "Oh, you're so perfect and wonderful. I don't know how anyone, you're just like Diana. I don't know how Drew Barrymore didn't see that. She's something wrong with her, you know." So yeah, so he's fully supportive of everything she does and paying for her PR and everything else. And isn't that interesting? I'm getting Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, you know, Princess Diana and the migraine card. But the King of Swords, I don't see as Harry. I definitely see as like a handler or you know, CIA operative, you know, or someone that's, you know, a PR person like Ari Emanuel or something, some like clever person who's helping her out in the background, you know, like a lawyer or something of that nature, someone in communications. So, yeah, I'm not seeing her being devastated here. I think she was, you know, in the beginning, but I think now that she's getting help here with this person, and she is part of a large group here with the major arcana, a large group that wants to, you know, move society and a belief systems in the society away from the traditions and Christian traditions into a new Marxist communist type of tyrannical system. So she is, of course, working with that as well, the globalist new world order there. So that's definitely a part of it. So she's going to keep, going and going. It looks like, but let's see what's she's going to do next. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so she's going to double down on being a duchess here, and she's going to continue um, promoting and giving fanciful lies about her life of a privileged person here. She's gonna continue as tone deaf as it is and out of touch with the average person. She's going to continue because she thinks that that's what people want to see. She's like, Ava Perón, she wants to be all decked out in her high-low fashion and just, being pretentious and obnoxious and trying to, you know, teach you, fat Nazis sig heiling in your backyard. Like that guy said, she's going to teach you how to make a decent cupcake. She's going to continue on with this. And of course, now she's doing her, whatever, female founder BS. She's going to teach you how to be a female founder while she rips down women's YouTube accounts. So that's what I'm seeing in the long term. How's going to go for her? Wah, wah. Page of Pentacles reverse. So it's going to be, everything she does is going to be a disappointment. Even the child, if she brings the children out, it's going to be nothing but criticisms there. And yeah, it's going to be, everything she does is a lie and part of a psyop. So it's going to be exposed and criticized. So yeah, I don't see her coming out with any good quality anything. I think she's just going to be making money she shouldn't be from Netflix because her and Harry have no talent. They never should have gotten a Netflix deal, but they did somehow. Just so we'll see. It does look like it's not going to go well, and she's going to continue to be criticized and probably attacking our freedom of speech at the end of the day as well. This will ultimately lead to she may be biding her time to the next administration before she starts sharpening her claws for that one and maybe a run for Congress or a governor or something. But yeah, there's that. So that's the first reading. The second reading I want to look at is the Ashley Biden. Meghan and Harry and their Archwell tax statement exposed Ashley Biden. Oh my. Take a look at that. Is Meghan worried about that? Is she worried about that one? Let's see. I'm going to clean up these cards because it's separate. Reading. Sometimes if the readings are associated, I'll do the cards on top of each other, but this is separate, so we'll do something different here. Let's look at this. Now, let's look at Meghan. Is Meghan, should we look at Meghan? Yeah, let's look at Meghan's perspective with the Ashley. Is she worried? Because if Ashley Biden has to give a deposition to the IRS, Meghan and Harry may be next. Wouldn't that be interesting? Yeah, let's see here. Meghan worried about getting dragged into this. She already is dragged into it in the media. It's a big story, though. Getting the IRS involved. That might be why I saw Meghan talking to the King of Swords earlier. Maybe she's talking to the accountant. She may have moved on. I saw in the past Nine of Swords she was upset, but now it looks like maybe she's more concerned with this. she's forgotten the criticisms about her show now that she's worried about the IRS. Maybe that was her accountant she was talking to. That guy James Holt that works for her. He's another piece of work, isn't he? Anyways, let's see here. Is Meghan really worried? Is she worried about the Ashley Biden $250,000 donation with our tax money that she made to Ashley Biden? Let's find out. Let's see who the cards show. All right. My first card out. Ooh, Three of Cups reverse. Yeah. Oh, she is. Yeah, this is in a conspiracy card here for Ashley Biden and Harry. Yeah, working together without stealing our tax money and feasting away on it and living the life of luxury. They're fake therapy models, tapping your shoulders. I mean, come on now. Six of Rods reversed. Yeah, she doesn't want this coming out because it is a big story. But she doesn't want people. She knows that people will. This will get everyone aware of, and also disliking her. As a tax cheat. Very bad PR for her, and more of a reason for her to be criticized. If everyone knew how millions of tax dollars she's stolen from us, as well as our millions of our tax dollars paying her security, on top of this type of activity, is funneling the money around. I mean, everybody should be criticizing her, not just for her show. Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, well, again, at the base of the deck, she is very unhappy and concerned. But of course, she's only concerned about her own self image here. It's all about me, 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 right? So not happy, freaking out here, lashing out, looking worse and worse every day. At the bottom of it all, Eight of Swords. Ooh, yeah. So she is. Here's the Duchess looking in the mirror and realizing she belongs in prison with her long extensions there. Yeah, she knows she's worried about facing prison at the bottom of it all. I think she's hiding out a bit too, not commenting on anything, except in the media saying, "Oh, she's crushed" or whatever. But she is not discussing this. That's for sure. Very silent on this one and worried about prison. But from the past is affecting her. Four of Cups reversed. So yeah, so she is maybe. I always saw his card as her father. I always thought that looked like Thomas Markle. But you might, uh, yeah, I do see that maybe she is. Look at this. So this is just like Meghan's show, right? Somebody bringing in food and serving the cakes over here and everything else. But I do have it reversed. So this may be overshadowing. I think she's worried this is going to overshadow her show, and she doesn't want this to take attention away the story, but it does look like it may start to if more and more people talk about it. I think this story very well could. So what's she expecting or hoping for with this? Oh, look at that. Hierophant again, or the high priest. So she is hoping to get some help here from probably her satanic group. So we haven't see that. Her satanic uh, CIA group. Yeah. She's expecting them to do something. Hoping they'll do something, I guess. This is like group, an institution card there. Because again, she is trying to make herself appear as if she's this upstanding moral person. While with left and right, we're finding crimes that her and Harry committed, crimes against humanity as well with the Baka people in Africa. Was she afraid of? Oh, Empress, maybe. She afraid of Daily Empress? I don't know. Maybe she's afraid for her mother and how if they start looking into her taxes, her mother with that elder care home that doesn't exist, but only on paper in Delaware. So she may be concerned about that as well, affecting her mother. Yeah. I get it. What's she hoping for with this? Sun reversed. Well, she's hoping she successfully gets over this and keeps this under, not becoming prominent to prominent story. But if Ashley Biden's deposed and that comes out, and it's gonna go on for a while, and you're talking about not just anybody, but Joe Biden's daughter. So she's gonna hopefully try to spin this in her favor, but I don't see it. I think that's probably part of the reason why she's doing one thing after another. Distract. Who was affecting her here? Star. Well, she does hope that she can use this will help her star power somehow. Hmm. And she is hoping to be, big star. It's exactly what she's working on right now. some way, shape, or form. The pressure she feels, the way she wants to be seen. What's going to happen next? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles reversed. So I see something new happening here of causing a loss of opportunity or loss of money. Yeah, here's Meghan in the Cayman Islands with her, gold that's buried. She may be losing some of that. It looks like. Looks like she's going to have some explaining to do. She's going to have to go dig up her money and explain where it really is, her mother. And the long term, ooh, Six of Pentacles reversed. Oh, Megan's in trouble. Oh, she's in trouble. She hasn't been following the law. I get illegal activity, which we all know she is. But this may actually be found out in a court of law and official this time. So Meghan may finally be, because this would, this is Six of Pentacles upright. She's doing business or donations. Because this was supposedly a donation, right? Well, reversed is illegal and money funneling. Oh, yeah. It doesn't look like things are not going to go well for Megalodon. She is not going to be able to use her satanic connections to get out of this one. Looks like she's in trouble here and she's going to have to pay and explain her financial situations here big time. Meghan has never liked paying taxes. I forget where I read it, but a long time ago, it was like Meghan went to court because she didn't pay her taxes. Like she never likes paying taxes. And I think her mother is the same way. I remember the story of her going to jail was because she didn't pay taxes or something like that. So Meghan has real issues with taxes, her and her mother. So she's very worried, and she should be because it looks like it's not going to go well. And at the very least, she's going to have to pay a hefty fine. But really, she knows, and that's why she is worried about going to jail because she knows she does deserve to be. But there you have it. That is what I see. Bad news for Megalodon and Harry with this Ashley Biden taxes donation here and what's going on and the story behind that. So there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.